Hi everyone, and welcome to NFL on Sirius XN. I'm Alana, and today I'm here with Ricky and Zucky, and we're going to be talking about all the recent NFL news. So let's start off with one of the biggest breaking news stories, I guess, of the NFL season. DeAndre Hopkins, his name has been all over the news, and he's finally signed with the Titans. Ricky, what are you thinking of this deal?
Well, I think it's great for the Titans. You know, they don't really have a lot of weapons around Tannehill. Derrick Henry was sort of carrying that team for a while. And, you know, Tannehill's getting older, so I think that this gives him an extra boost in that passing game. And DeAndre Hopkins is still one of the best quarterbacks in the league, so I think it's really good for the Titans.
What about you?
I thought it was an insanely random decision because, you know, Hopkins, before this, he was like, I'm going to sign with a Super Bowl caliber team, a team that's going to win a lot of games this season, and I don't really see that coming out of the Titans. They're not in a very good position to win. They have an older running back in Derrick Henry, who's still very efficient, but he's getting older. A very inefficient quarterback in Ryan Tannehill, and no support behind him in his backups. You have Will Levis, I thought was a very bland prospect, and Malik Willis, who has been in the league for a year and has not shown himself up whatsoever.
Now, with all these quarterback questions, who do you think is going to be the starter day one?
I think they're going to stick with Tannehill. They don't really have another option. Levis is a rookie. They're most definitely not going to start him. And
we saw what happened with Malik Willis
Willis
last
is
year,
about to get traded. They're not going to keep him for very long after his contract is up.
I
Ricky,
have
what do you
to
think?
agree.
Yeah,
I think Tannehill, you know, he has the experience. And right now they're in between three bad decisions. You know, they brought this on themselves with the draft. So, yeah, I think they're going to have to go with Tannehill. Not a very exciting pick, but they're going to have to go with that.
I mean, let's see how long he lasts. Definitely injury issues coming up often. Now, let's get into some other teams that might not have had a successful season last year. Our sleeper teams for this year. Zaki, who are you taking?
So I'm going to go with, I think they'll be one of the best teams. I'm going to assume they're going to go to the divisional round. I'm going to take the Steelers.
Whoa, no way.
Oh, man, bro.
They've really improved this offseason. They've taken a bunch of defensive players like Keanu Neal and Patrick Peterson, cornerback from the Vikings. They've drafted Joey Porter Jr., cornerback, Nick Herbig, linebacker, and Broderick Jones really helping out that offensive line a lot. I believe Kenny Pickett, who's shown he can be a year two insane talent.
Really, you think so?
I think he's going to be the year two talent for this upcoming season. I think the Steelers are going to go deep into the playoffs. I'm taking them as my sleeper team.
That's crazy. You really think, and you think the Steelers are going to be better than the Ravens this year?
We've had an incredible offseason.
Well, look at the Ravens. Kenny Pickett and Lamar Jackson. Look at the comparison right there.
Lamar Jackson has shown physically he's incapable of staying healthy for long periods of time.
Can Kenny Pickett?
Kenny Pickett scored 7 touchdowns last year.
Kenny Pickett was a starter for not that many games. He was behind Mitch Trubisky, which obviously Steelers don't want to start Mitch Trubisky.
Even when Kenny Pickett went in, do you know what game he went in against? The Jets. He went in against the Jets, where Mitch Trubisky couldn't even succeed. How is that setting someone up for success?
Right now we have a caller on the line. Let's get him in.
Hi, my name's Jason. I just want to know who's your Super Bowl picks for this year?
Well, my Super Bowl pick is the Cincinnati Bengals with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. They've been there consistently over the last 3 years in the playoff race. I think they got robbed last year from going to the playoffs. So, yeah, that's definitely my pick.
How can the Cincinnati Bengals beat Patrick Mahomes? You really think that with this Chiefs team, the Bengals can finally go above them? I don't think it's going to happen.
I think they can. You know, definitely Patrick Mahomes is 1A, but I think that Joe Burrow is 1B. He's the second best quarterback in the league, and I think they're neck and neck.
You cannot disrespect Patrick Mahomes after what he's done time and time again. Everyone's like, he's not going to be able to win again. He's not going to be able to win again. And what happens? He goes out and wins again.
Well, let's get Zucky's Super Bowl pick.
I'm going to take the Bills. I think Josh Allen is insanely tired of not making it deep enough into the playoffs to make the Super Bowl. I think finally he's going to have a season of his life. He's going to throw a ton of touchdowns, ton of yards. Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis are going to have the best year of their career.
What run game do the Bills have? That's been the key issue.
They don't have a run game. Much of a run game, but what they do have is they definitely have a really good passing game. They have some elite wide receivers, and
We have to wrap that up.
they're my Super Bowl pick.
Well, it'll definitely be interesting to see what happens. Thank you all so much for tuning into Sirius XM. We'll see you next time.